You're very welcome to this informational video about Alcoholics Anonymous in Galway West area. We hope you hear something on this video that satisfies your interest in us. All we ask is that you view this video with an open mind. This is about carrying the message of Alcoholics Anonymous to those who may benefit from our program of sobriety. Alcoholics Anonymous as an organization runs itself according to a set of principles that we call the 12 traditions. Two of these are relevant for this informational video. Tradition 3 states that the only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. If you think you have a problem with alcohol and you have a desire to stop drinking, we are here to help you. We've thrown away all the usual membership rules because we want you to have the same chance of sobriety as we've had. Tradition 11 states that our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, films, and of course online media. What this means is our anonymity, like our sobriety, is a treasured possession. We are not a secret society. We carry the message anywhere we can. However, the principle of anonymity is a basic tenet of our fellowship. Those who are reluctant to seek our help may overcome their fear if they are confident that their anonymity is respected and that we are a program of principles and not personalities. The AA preamble is read at the start of every AA meeting all over the world, and it sets out in general terms what we are and what we do. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. Just to give you a little bit of history of AA in Ireland. AA was started in Akron, Ohio, in the US in 1935. In 1943 it spread to Australia and an AA group was formed in Sydney. In the same year, an Irishman, Conor F. from the west of Ireland, joined AA in Philadelphia. These two happenings led to the start of AA in Ireland and the formation of the first AA group of native Europeans run by themselves in Dublin. Father Tom Dunlay, an Irish priest running a boys' town home in Sydney, had noticed and been impressed with the gradual growth and success of the Sydney group of AA. And in 1946, when he came back to Ireland on holiday, and while in Dublin was asked by the Dublin Evening Mail to give an interview on his boys' home. Not alone did Father Tom give an account of his own project, but he also spoke at some length on the success of the Sydney group of Alcoholics Anonymous. At about the same time, Conor F., 3 years sober himself and also on holiday in Ireland, at once determined to leave a group of AA behind him in Dublin before his return in January 1947 to Philadelphia. So with his wife's encouragement, he decided to devote the remainder of his holiday to this end. And on 18th of November 1946, the first closed meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous was held in Dublin, and 1 week later, on the 25th of November, the first open public meeting was held also in Dublin. In April 1948, the second Irish group was formed in Bundoran, and in May a group was formed in Belfast. July saw the start of the first Limerick group. And 1 year later, in October 1949, a group was started in Cork. In 1950, a group started in Galway, and today there are over 60 AA groups between city and county. Between Galway City and County, there are over 100 closed meetings held each week, and meeting lists are available on our website, galwayaa.com. We have a number of meeting types. Most of these meetings are what we call closed meetings. They are for those who have identified themselves as alcoholics. We also have open meetings. These are open to all, whether they have an alcoholic problem or not. They are aimed at informing alcoholics that there is help here for them in Alcoholics Anonymous if they wish to avail of it. They are also open to spouses, partners, family members, and friends of anyone suffering from this illness who wishes to find out more about us. The open meetings also provide an opportunity for anyone who suspects that they have a problem with alcohol to bring someone along with them to a meeting as support. What AA does not do. AA does not solicit membership or try to persuade anyone to join who does not want to. AA does not keep membership records. AA does not engage in or sponsor research. AA does not join counseling or social agencies. AA does not make medical or psychological diagnosis or prognosis. AA does not provide drying out or nursing services, hospitalization, drugs, or any medical or psychiatric treatment. AA does not engage in education or propaganda about alcohol. AA does not provide housing, clothes, food, jobs, money, or other welfare or social services. AA does not provide domestic counseling, and AA does not accept money for its services or any money from non-AA sources. Alcoholism can manifest in people in many different ways. If you can identify with the following, then you may wish to explore further whether you may have a drinking problem. However, our members had a wide variety of drinking patterns and methods of trying to control their drinking. Here are some of the methods we tried. Drinking beer only, limiting the number of drinks, never drinking alone, never drinking in the morning, drinking only at home, never having it at home, never drinking during business hours, drinking only at parties, switching from one drink to another, drinking only natural wines, agreeing to resign if ever drunk on the job, taking a trip, not taking a trip, swearing off forever with or without a solemn oath, taking more physical exercise, reading inspirational books, going to health farms and sanatoriums, accepting voluntary commitment to asylums. We could increase this list ad infinitum. We are often asked, is AA religious? Alcoholics Anonymous has only one requirement for membership, and that is a desire to stop drinking. There is room in AA for people of all shades of belief and non-belief. We have seen many people come to AA and refuse to accept our help because they become angry or upset when others talk of their beliefs. If you are unable to accept that others have a belief that you don't, you will find it very difficult to come to terms with. If, on the other hand, you can tolerate or be tolerant of other people's right to believe in whatever they want to, you will find others tolerate your beliefs to believe whatever you choose to. Let's make no bones about it. The 12-step program that members follow has its origins in a Christian group. As a consequence, you will see God mentioned quite often. Many members believe in a God, and we have a number that come from and practice all sorts of religions, namely Buddhism, Islam, Hindi, and so on. But also many are atheist or agnostic, so don't be put off. Because it is a spiritual program and not religious, those who believe in some form of divinity or higher power often find it useful to incorporate the program into their religious or spiritual practices, and vice versa. This is their choice. There is absolutely no requirement. What we all have in common is that the program helps us find an inner strength that we were previously unaware of. Where we differ is in attributing the source. We're also asked, is it a cult? AA members are not forced to attend meetings. They are free to leave at any time, and the program of recovery is simply a list of suggestions, which while many do choose to follow, also many choose to go their own way about it. The door swings both ways. The majority of members quite happily fit the culture of AA into their normal life and belief systems. What next? The best way to find out if you have a problem is to go to an open meeting and listen with an open mind. If you are alcoholic, you will surely hear the story of someone you can identify with. You may also contact our local telephone number and speak with somebody who can guide you further. We are all volunteers, so if no one answers, leave your name and contact number and a brief message and someone will return your call. Your personal anonymity is deeply respected by us. What happens then, you may ask? First, a little more history. In 1935, Bill W. was desperately trying to stay sober. He thought that if he could talk to another alcoholic, it might help. This thought turned into a fateful meeting with Dr. Bob, and the rest is history. AA was born. The two men then went to speak with others, and the fellowship started to grow. We now have a huge worldwide fellowship where each day, somewhere in the world, recovery begins when one alcoholic talks with another alcoholic, sharing experience, strength, and hope. Our fellowship now is worldwide. So what may happen if I want to make further inquiries about a family member or a friend? According to AA experience, we can only attend a person who has requested a meeting with us. We cannot help someone who does not want our help. If your family member or friend does not have a desire to quit drinking, then we would point you towards our sister organization, namely Al-Anon. If you want to learn more about your drinking problem and you want to meet us, the following is a typical scenario that we call a 12-step call. You contact us by one of the two methods mentioned later and leave your number. The person who rings you back may invite you for a chat over a coffee. In certain cases, it may be possible to visit you at home or in hospital. There will be two members of AA present. If you are a man, then two men will attend. If you are a woman, then two women will attend. They will share their own experience, strength and hope, and try to answer any questions you may have. They may suggest going to a meeting on the day if you prefer. You are in control at all times. As already mentioned, it is not the intentions of AA to solicit new members. Each one of us walked through the doors of Alcoholics Anonymous under our own volition. The door swings both ways. If you feel that you are ready for a change in your drinking habits and you want to learn more, then contact us at the number below or the contact form on our website. We wish you well and thank you for watching.